Over the past few days, this incredible gameplay footage has been found floating around the internet. Where did it come from? What game is this? It looks incredible and the graphics are really good. Could this be the newest contender to Starfield, or what people were hoping Starfield would be? It's not a new Star Wars game, but rather it's something entirely new. This game, it received countless haters for years. The CEO has been called a crook, and the company was believed to be running a Ponzi scheme. But now that we have this new footage and this evidence of gameplay, was it actually a Ponzi scheme? Before I jump into this game and where this footage came from, please smash the subscribe button. It really brightens my day to come home from work and see that people have subscribed to me and they want to know what I have to say. I love playing the game and I loved making these videos as well, so I hope you enjoy. I've included a referral code for you below that will give you a few extra things in game, but that being said, let's talk about this new game. This is Star Citizen, and it has yet to be released. It's currently in alpha, but it's playable if you buy the starter pack in order to support the production. The site for the game is called Robert Space Industries, and you can buy ships, outfits, vehicles, gun skins, even merchandise that you can actually wear in real life. The game has a somewhat extensive lore and has raised over $600 million in its 12 years of production. This isn't a crazy production period due to the size of the company, but it's no question why some fans have turned and started calling out the company as a scam due to the fact that the full game just hasn't released yet. However, Cloud Imperium Games is not the only company to take an extensive amount of time to deliver on a promise. For instance, Starfield. It was created by Bethesda, began pre-production back in 2012 at about the same time that Star Citizen began production. However, Starfield has released. Starfield also reportedly had a budget of $400 million and was in production for 7 years, with approximately 500 developers working on the game. If we look at Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar Games is believed to be spending between $1 and $2 billion. Rockstar Games also has nearly 4,000 developers, though, and a large number of them are working on GTA. A former Rockstar Game employee claimed to have been working on GTA 6 between 2015 and 2018, which means that it's been in production at least since then.
I'm not sure I handled anything. It helps to remember that stuff like this is supposed to hurt.
I've never been good at dealing with problems I can't fix.
Well, this is one that you don't have to do alone.
It's good to know.
Cloud Imperium Games, as of this year, has now raised their staff to 812 employees. This past weekend, they held a showcase of their game, and it basically showed the game and the future updates, what they'd been working on. This showcase was called CitizenCon. It lasted for 2 days. They announced plenty of new features, but in my opinion, the biggest announcement of all was the gameplay reveal of Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is the single-player experience of Star Citizen. Reportedly, well over half of all developers at Cloud Imperium Games are working on this campaign. This seems to be why people believe that it was a scam. Until this weekend, news and footage of Squadron 42 had been extremely limited, to say the least. People weren't seeing the numbers add up in the persistent universe for how much money had been donated. However, with this new footage, it's easy to see that Cloud Imperium Games has been spending this money on the campaign rather than on the online persistent universe. However, that's not to say that the online persistent universe is lacking or bad. It's a really great game to play. The company made big leaps at CitizenCon, and the game is looking better than ever. They're adding the addition of Pyro into the online multiplayer experience. This is going to add 6 planets to the 4 planets that already exist in the persistent universe. It's going to add 26 space stations. That's not even close to the few that they have now. It's a massive jump. However, in the footage of the gameplay that we were able to see, there's multiple planets and systems that haven't been announced yet. So maybe sometime soon, we'll actually hear of more systems that are coming to the online persistent universe, but only time will tell.
Mr. Wexler, this is Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Oh, Commander, hey. Julian Wexler, I'm the field manager of this little operation. Welcome aboard the Archon. What brings the Navy to this little corner of the universe?
For those of you who have never heard of Star Citizen or haven't had the opportunity to try it out, it's basically a massive online space simulator, which you could do whatever you want in. It's almost scary. It's like the real world. You start off in a city where you can ride a train or a flying trolley or whatever you want to call it, and then you go and you call in your ship and take off. No loading screens whatsoever. The entire universe is open to you, and you can potentially fly from one side to the other without ever hitting a loading screen. However, the stand system is so large that it could take you potentially days to fly from one side to the other. This is why we have the quantum drive. You can quantum jump from planet to planet, complete missions, haul cargo, go mining, do bounty hunting, clear areas as a mercenary, steal drugs, pirate other people's ships, or sell stolen cargo. Depending on the way you play Star Citizen, you can end up with a crime stat on your character. This will alert other players of your location, and they can track you down for a bounty. You can even end up in prison breaking rocks until you serve your time. Or escape, but that's a video for another time. Star Citizen is fun by yourself, but definitely better with friends, which is why players have created or joined organizations in order to man ships, run cargo together, or just goof around in the verse. I personally have to say that after giving this game a try and playing consistently, I've decided that the game isn't a scam at all. It's easy to see it that way if you invested in the game 10 years ago and it still hasn't come out, but Cloud Imperium Games is extremely close to releasing the campaign and making major changes to the persistent universe that will change the way the game plays and the way people look at it forever. There was a lot more covered at CitizenCon this week, so if you'd like me to cover some of the stuff that's coming into the game or give my impressions on it, please subscribe, and thanks for watching until the end of the video. If you want to see anything else or have a question about the game, just hit me up in the comments and I'd love to answer it. Thanks for watching.
We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask, what did you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today. Good luck. Bishop out.
Nice speech.
Any word from the recon team?
Not yet.
Let's get into position.